Alright, so this weekend is opening weekend of archery season here in Kentucky. So I think Saturday is September 7th. It looks to be a really good weekend. Temps are going to drop. Cold front's moving in. I think lows are going to be in the 40s. Highs are going to be in the 70s. There's a deer right there. A couple deer. It's kind of hot. They're already moving right here on this drive. Two little fawns, but temps are going to be really good for an opener here. I think a lot of bucks have already shed their velvet. There's a few hanging on. I know Tyler's got pictures of some hanging on the velvet. A couple buddies still do, but there's a lot already shed too we have on camera, so might make it a little bit more difficult as those bucks lose their summer patterns to get with a bow. But we're going to be trying it this weekend. I think I'm going to go with Kevin. He's got a few bucks he's been watching on a farm the last few weeks that he thinks he has pattern. One of them shed velvet already, but hopefully he's still sticking to the pattern. I'm heading out there right now to get a stand hung for me to video. He wants to take his recurve this weekend. He's been practicing with it all summer, getting pretty tuned in with it. So he's going to be going after his first deer with that. So we're looking for a spot that he can set up somewhere 15 to 20 yards off a trail, and me getting a tree tucked back a little bit videoing. It's going to be a little bit hard, but it should be fun, and hopefully we can make that happen. Tyler's got a few bucks on camera as well on a couple different farms that he'd be happy with. An older buck just showed up on one of them that's still hanging on the velvet, and I think a buddy of ours can go with him too to video. I've got a couple cameras to use. He's going to take one, and hopefully we'll have two groups videoing this weekend. If Kevin's not going, I'll go with Tyler if he doesn't have anybody. But the plan right now is they'll be together, and I'll go with Kevin. So pulling into Kevin's right now, and we're going to get the stand unloaded and see if we can't find a spot to set up. Worst case, I'll just be on the ground with him. So looks like he's shooting his recurve right now. That was at 20. I'd say he's good for this weekend. Get this tree stand unloaded and see if we can't find a spot. Down in the basement. I've seen the videos you put together. I was wanting to see if it was any. That's the one you got me. I was just going to see if it was any good anyway. It's not too bad. It's not super heavy. So there's the little filming setup. Just, I don't know what it is, 12 feet off the ground. And then Kevin's got him a mesh set up over here. We'll walk over here and take a look at it. But I think by Saturday, a couple days, they'll be used to that. But the deer are using this trail going down through here, and they're crossing the hollow right there. So Kevin's got set up where he'll be behind that tree in his mesh, and then the deer will come up through here, and hopefully, and just in case if they use this trail, but they're gonna be heading up this way, looks like that should be perfect for a shot for Kevin through here, and then my stand tucked over there should be pretty good too. So. Or I guess actually it'd be more probably we're somewhere in here is where he's thinking, I guess. So that should be a 12 to maybe 15-ish yard shot with a recurve, so hopefully we can get it done Saturday. But yeah, we're gonna get back to the house and get a shower because I'm itching, and I think he is too. So I think we got a pretty good setup for Saturday and Sunday this weekend. Supposed to be lows in the 40s, highs in the 70s, so can't ask for a better opening weekend. Hopefully we can catch one of these bucks he's got on camera walking through here and put an arrow in them. It's opening morning of 2024 archery season here in Kentucky, September 7th. Just stepped out here on my porch, got everything ready, about to head out to Kevin's place. We're going to try to get a deer on the ground with his recurve this morning. I don't think he's had recent pictures as far as the past couple of days of these bucks, but cold front just came in last night. It's 57 degrees this morning, which feels great. Feels a little bit like fall finally. High today, I think it's only supposed to be in the 70s. Low tonight, supposed to be in the 40s. So this weekend should just be an all-around good weekend for everybody. Hope anybody going out this weekend has a lot of luck. Wish us luck, but I'm about to be running behind, so I'm going to get in my truck here and head on down the road, and we'll see y'all at Kevin's place.
Well, it's opening morning in Kentucky, September 7th, so we got about 4 bucks back here that I'd be willing to shoot with the recurve, so let's get back here and see if we can have a little luck this morning. As far as the side-by-side goes, so let's get ready to head in here. Pretty confident in my shot if we can get a buck to come in there without spooking him. 15 yards is about where we're set up from the trail that I've seen that funky looking 10-pointer coming in, so he's the one I kind of like to see show up, so we'll see.
Well, it's September 7th here, opening day of bow season here in Kentucky. Had a cold front come in last night. It's 60 degrees. It's been about 90 last week and a half or so. About to go set up on some deer. Wind's perfect. It's going to come in out of the south-southeast, kind of coming off our left shoulder over our right shoulder. About to go set up and see if we can't get it done this morning. Wish us luck. So, it's opening morning of bow season here in Kentucky, September 7th. It's probably going on about 7:30 right now. I'm out here with Kevin. He's got a couple good bucks he's going after. With the recurve, we've kind of already gave that little spiel, but we just had a couple does come by, and the wind has started swirling pretty rough. And they ended up picking up our scent and they ran off a little. So Kevin is set up, I don't know, about 15-20 yards in front of me. And he's set up about 15 yards from a good trail that he thinks those bucks are using. We're hoping this plan works out. I'm not really liking the wind, but I think the setup's pretty good. Those does could smell us for, I don't know, they were probably nervous for like 5 minutes and never picked us out. They just ended up smelling and didn't like it. They were just nervous, so they ran off. But Kevin's because if a doe comes in by herself and he doesn't think she has a fawn, he wants a doe too. So got a couple different options this morning. I just got a Snapchat or something. I'm just wondering if it's Tyler. I just got a chat from Tyler here. Oh, he said he's been blowed at twice, so that's not good. Thought you were saying two when you tuck your fingers up. Alright, it's about 10 o'clock, opening morning of bow season in Kentucky. This wind's been kind of brutal for us. Forecast called for it straight out of the north, this cold front that came in, but it's been whipping and whirling all morning. We saw 3 does, but they smelled us and spooked and blew and run off. But like I say, the cold front went from a high of about 86 yesterday to I think 71 today. So we'll be back tonight and hopefully we have something come in. But it should be great weather for it. It's early and still warm with 70s in the highs, but pretty good for opening weekend. See what happens. About to head back to side by side and take a little break to this afternoon. All right, it's Saturday afternoon, opening day of bow season in Kentucky, 2024. We didn't have a whole lot of luck this morning. Wind was kind of swirling. Had about 3 does that winded us and just kind of blew and trotted off. We'll go back here and hopefully we'll have a little luck. It's supposed to get down to 46 tonight, so good chance that they get the deer moving.
All right, don't miss.
Get! Go! Get off! Get out of here! Get out of here! Oh. Well, seen a bunch of deer. I didn't even look at the time, but we had 2 dogs run definitely a shooter buck with the recurve through. I haven't seen him, so no pictures of him. I'm assuming they probably ran him from another farm. But I didn't get a real good look at him, but I could tell as soon as I saw him he had a lot of horn. I think Brian got some video, not great, but you can definitely see his left side. He's got, looked like 6 or 7 points, but maybe the right side a little wanky. But
Big dog definitely put an end to our hunt tonight.
yeah,
Might have had a shot at something if it wasn't for them.
no telling what's going to happen in the morning now after all that too. So.
Them one deer was just walking through after they used to know
There was
park.
2. It wound up being 2 there. I don't know if one crossed farther up and they met up, but there was that. Did you get any video of there was a narrow,
Barely,
tall,
I couldn't see no
narrow,
rack.
tall buck, and then there was another buck that I saw farther up the hill.
I just got video of a deer walking. I couldn't even see the rack. It was all of a sudden up there, unless maybe. See, he was right here, and then all of a sudden I thought he was up there. Maybe
You probably saw
maybe
the
I
other
got
one.
mixed up then or something.
We're gonna back up a little bit. We just walked up on a skunk.
What are we gonna do?
Good question.
Huh?
That's a good question.
Did it go to the road?
No, it went up that way.
Yeah, I'll let you go first.
Yeah, thanks.
September 8th here, second morning of Kentucky bow season. It's about 5:45 in the morning. We got about an hour till first shooting light. About to walk in. There's been some deer on camera all night. Hopefully one of them will come in this morning. There's a few raccoons in the corn pile right now, so gonna try to use this opportunity to sneak in there before they come back in. Had a big temperature drop last night. It's been about 65, 70 at night. This morning's about 48, 49, so hopefully with that cold front moving in, the wind direction's kind of out of the north-northwest, so it should be coming off my left shoulder, going over my right shoulder. Should be good as long as nothing comes from up behind me from the bean field, so we're gonna go ahead and walk on in and try to get settled in before it gets too awful light.
Well, it's Sunday morning. We'll try it again, see what we come up with. It's crisp today. I don't know exactly what the temperature is, but I think they were calling for 46, and it feels like it. Got a heavy dew. Looks like it's gonna be a little foggy too, but we'll see what happens.
Is there anything on camera last night at all?
Those 2 little bucks were on there off and on, and a few does, but that didn't see any shooter bucks on it last night. Which could be a good thing. That might mean they're coming this morning. Tyler must just shot one. Alright, it's about 8 o'clock Sunday morning, September 8th. We just heard from Tyler that he stuck his target buck in the right front shoulder. So I think he's self-filming, so he's trying to look back and see if he got what the shot actually looks like. I'd say it's usually 50-50 on whether you hit a shoulder shot, whether you're going to get them or not. But it's been a slow start for us this morning. We didn't scare anything off coming in and haven't seen anything, which is odd for this spot. I've hunted here several times and I've yet to not see a deer. But
I think the dogs coming through yesterday probably hurt us. But we're going to sit here. Maybe we'll see something. And either way, it sounds like we'll be going to help Tyler look for a deer. So stay tuned. Wish us luck.
It's about 8:15 here. I just shot big 9-pointer, full velvet. Had to sit there and watch him for a few minutes, so buck fever got a hold of me. I think I pushed my shot a little right. It stuck in him. It looked like a good shot placement, just a little forward. Might have got a little shoulder, so I'm going to back out and give him some time. Maybe wait for a couple helpers to come blood trail, possibly. A little cold, too.
You seen any fawns? She gets close enough, I'll touch her.
that's a little rough. So we planned to leave at about 9:30 because Tyler stuck a buck this morning. And about right around that time, we started having deer come in like one after another. I wound up having 4 bucks and 3 does came through this morning, but 2 shooter bucks, had the recurve, so just barely out of range. But if I'd had my compound, I probably could have smoked any deer we saw this morning. But that's part of it. So there's a good chance they went up on this knob, and maybe they'll bed down and come back at the corn pile this tonight. So we'll get them on the way in, hopefully.
Huh?
So it took everything I had not to sling an arrow with that 8-pointer.
Was he an 8? What he is?
I think it's what he is.
I didn't know if he was a 9.
He's got one little point, but I think that's just his G3. But I'm not sure. He might be a 9-point. I never got a good look at the right side.
He looked like an older deer. Hard for me to judge up in that tree.
But I didn't.
Alright, so Kevin and I just got back to his house. He went in, he's going to change real quick. He's going to ride back to my place with me so I can change. We're going to meet up with Brad. And then all 3 of us are going to ride out to Tyler's place. We're going to meet up. We're going to try to look at the video. He shot that buck early this morning about 7:30. Shot's a little forward and maybe a tad low, but it's in the shoulder. So we're going to try to get a good look at it on a big screen here and just try to get a game plan of what we think. What do you think? We think he might have hit. I think it's kind of borderline. I think he got low enough that he's not directly in that shoulder. He might have got in there, but it's a little bit far forward too, so it's a little bit concerning. As soon as Kevin gets back out here, we're gonna head on, and yeah, hopefully we get a buck on the. I have a buck on the ground later.
I don't know. Good? I don't know. It's a dangerous spot to be. Right there.
Shoulder shots are not fun.
I felt great with the shot until I seen it not penetrate very far and not go through. I had to sit there and watch him for 10 or 15 minutes. He come up behind beside a tree and was kind of quartering to me, and I was sitting there, and the camera didn't fit my arm. So I was like, well, I can't video this. Well, he was sitting there nonchalantly just eating corn like nothing going outside. I'm like, so I put the camera in the seat beside me.
Is that
and angled it down. And angled it down, and I was like, well, damn, you see pretty good like that. So,
oh yeah, just move your stuff out of the barn and make an investment. Going from loggers, that's what I was going to say. Yeah.
Smoke his heart.
I don't know, I didn't either.
I
Back an arrow shot back. If you watch, I don't know if it's the second or third frame, you'll watch the arrow shoot way back here.
Yeah, I know what I saw what you're talking about.
So, that's the first blood right there, Brad. Well, first splotch. So you're standing right here, and there's 2 or 3 little specks in here somewhere. A splosh. And there's a little blood up in here somewhere.
Over here.
Yeah, he came, I think he came straight through here. He come to an opening right up straight ahead of us.
I thought pink was more like lungs, and it's thick.
Should be bleeding on his right side. Blood there. Blood there. There's blood right there. That's exactly what he did.
Yep. Real dark.
You can see across the
right there.
That's not bad, bro. There's my arrow right there, right?
Oh yeah, you ought to open up now maybe. Or not, or to be worse, one or the other, I guess.
No, he ripped the arrow and everything out of the...
Well, it ain't in there very far, is it?
I can't tell what's smeared and what's...
I know.
Looks like she's full apart. You You got blood down to where you're at?
Over there.
I don't think he went that way. 'Cause if he is, he's not bleeding at all down in there in all them leaves. We'd have found some blood.
If he went that way, he's not bleeding either.
Yeah, I know.
And if he went uphill, we ain't found it, or he's not bleeding.
Tyler, where we at?
Well, we're about an hour into looking. We're probably, what, 300 or 400 yards on a blood trail. We went from specks to heavy blood right where we found the arrow, and then now back to specks, and then now the trails went cold right here, and we can't seem to find which way he's went or if he's even still bleeding. Not looking good.
Yeah.
There's a truck. I seen him coming somewhere through here. Whoa, 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 whoa.
I don't know, you sitting there staring off, didn't know what you was doing. Probably kill one tonight since we got work tomorrow.
I would have figured, yeah.
What's that, dog path going to that dog pen, I reckon?
Well, they walk the same damn pattern. Yeah, I'd say since tomorrow's a work day, we'll probably kill one about 15 minutes to dark. About 8:09.
Well, it'd be good if we do.
might regret my life choices by the end of the season, but that's another shooter buck just out of range on the recurve. That one's still in full bill, it looked like. But we saw, what, 3 or 4 does?
Yeah, probably 3.
3 does. This is a small 7-pointer we saw.
There were 2 does and a 7-point and that shooter buck.
And then that
And
tall buck
whatever.
ran through.
And then whatever was down here later. I kind of feel like that was a buck though, the fact it didn't blow and it got downwind of us. But I could be wrong.
But it's dark 30 now, so we're gonna head back. It's opening weekend of bow season in Kentucky is come to a close.